So I thought my living room setup in the studio was pretty much perfect. But then Wiz said, "Hey Adam, why not watch your room light up with your movies with these 3 new Wiz products?" And that's when I realized that my living room setup or your current TV setup has a layer we didn't even know was missing. Now, for context, this is not the first Wiz product I've reviewed. If you missed it, I actually turned an empty room here in the studio into a full-on Zen Wiz room. So check out that video if you haven't already. But the room is all filled up. So let's see how this 3 new lighting lineup can now spice up the living room setup here in the studio. Okay, so before we go into the main product, let's start tall, like literally. So the Wiz Portable Gradient Floor Light stands at 1.4 meters tall, which is around 4.59 feet if you're measuring the old school way. It's about 90 mm in diameter and weighs about 1.99 kg. So basically you can imagine placing a sleek RGB lightsaber in the corner of your room, except this one doesn't slice through things. It vibes. Now design-wise, it's minimalist, clean, with a full aluminum built in matte black, and it also has a seamless one-piece design from the top to the bottom, which makes it very aesthetically pleasing. Now it's also got the RGB IC tech, which means that it is not just one color at a time. You get gradients, motion effects, and even millions of tones all nicely flowing together. It has 1080 lumens, which is bright enough for ambience but not bright, or it is soft enough to not fry your eyes, which most lights tend to do. Now, of course, it is tunable white from 2200 kelvins to 6500 kelvins. So whether or not it's a warm glow for a movie night or cool tones for focused work, you're covered. But here's where it gets really fun, because you can also sync with your music using your phone's microphone, but ideally you're better off just pairing this with the Wiz HDMI sync box, which I'll cover later on in this video. Now as for controls, because it has 2.4 GHz of Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, you can easily control it with the Wiz app through the Google Home app, Alexa, and even Apple's HomeKit, all because it is Matter certified. So yes, it even works with voice control of each of the ecosystem as well. Now if you want to have 2 of them to spice up your overall lighting setup, you can, but personally for me, I stopped at 1 because the next product handled the rest. Now this is the Wiz Gradient Light Bar, also in black, where I call this my TV's personal hype man. It is compact, light, thanks to the high quality plastic, and the mount that is included is also magnetic, which is a sweet touch. It is also very flexible in positioning, where you can place it horizontally on the TV cabinet behind your TV, or do what I did, which is to stand vertically on each side of the TV. It comes with 2 bracket options. One is for table mounting and the other one is for screen mounting, with a 3M tape that rotates 100 degrees, so you can aim the glow exactly where you want. Now just like the taller siblings, you're getting RGB IC gradients, tunable white temperatures, voice control, app sync, and Matter support as well. So the kit usually includes 2 light bars, which you can sync it together or control it independently, and they are also USB-A powered, so you can use this for your PC, laptop, or even your desk setup, which is great for gamers, editors, or anyone who's looking to set up the mood while working. And there's also a physical control button on the cable too, which is a nice bonus if you don't want to always open up the app every single time. Now if you're finding this video helpful so far, do give this video a nice big thumbs up to tell YouTube that this video is good, and a subscription will be awesome. So thank you, and thank you very much in advance. Alright, so this is the main event, because this particular product is a total game changer. Now this is the Wiz HDMI sync box with TV backlight. It comes in 2 variants. One is the 55 to 65 inch TVs, and the other is for 75 to 85 inch screens. So this can work like your usual TV backlighting to lit the back of your TV, where there's also preset like cinematic or relaxation, where you can personalize them to how you want in the Wiz Connect app. But here is where you can level it up, because this actually syncs with what exactly is on your screen in real time. But to do this, you'll need to use an external HDMI device like an Apple TV, PS5, or Chromecast through the box, because it doesn't work with built-in TV apps. Why? Because it needs a direct HDMI signal to process the video info, and in my setup, I've used the Apple TV 4K into the HDMI in on the sync box, and then HDMI out to the TV, and just pair them all with the Wiz Connect app and you're all set. But if you're wondering, yes, it does support 4K HDR, including Dolby Vision and HDR10+. Now the light strip is also long and flexible with corner adapters and sticky clips in the box. So once you install it, it syncs flawlessly with the content on your screen. So whether or not it's explosions in an action movie or a peaceful 4K beach, your wall literally becomes a part of the story. Now, something worth mentioning is the fact that this particular product was also recently nominated for the Architect Star Award for this year or 2025. And this is also because that it can also sync to your music via the built-in mic on the sync box. Because as mentioned earlier, this mic works best with the other two devices as well. But if you pair this with the floor light and the light bar, yeah, you are then cooking some cosmic butter. Because together, all three lights stay in sync, giving you a complete cinematic wall wash effect that makes your space look so much bigger and your content feel more alive, if I had to put that in words. Now, if you want a written version of everything mentioned in this video as a recap or a reference when you get these devices, well, we do have one for all of our videos at www.adamlobo.tv. Links to the website will be down below, where we also have some daily tech news over there too. So, here's a question. Do you need all of this? Probably not all. But if you care about setting the mood, creating immersive vibes, or just want your space to feel like it's from year 2030, then yes, this is an upgrade. So my advice is to start with the gradient light bar if you're just starting out, and then go with the floor light if you want a visual statement. And if you want to go full RGB Jedi Master, or in my case, Sith Lord, grab the HDMI sync box and the light strip combo, as you can buy all of this on Shopee and other major Wiz authorized retailer, which I'll put the links and the price info down below.